Welcome to the 2017 edition of the National Science and Math Quiz. Today we bring you the penultimate quarterfinal contest, which features St. Hubert Min.Seminary Senior High School, St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School, and Nifa Senior High School. Let's meet the contestants. St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School. St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School is represented by
final year. It's it right in your final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, madam.
Are you excited to be in the quarterfinals?
Yes, madam.
What does this quarterfinal mean to you?
This quarterfinal is a stepping stone towards the semi-finals. So it means a lot to us.
All right. And so what do we expect from you, this contest?
Madam, we say you should expect nothing but the best.
All right. Best wishes to you then.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. St. Hubert Min.Seminary Senior High School. St. Hubert Min.Seminary Senior High School is represented by
Osborne Apia Dankwa, final year.
Filmocracy final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine by His grace.
Have you recovered from the last contest?
Yes, ma'am.
You were the ones that sent us into a tie break, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? All right. What does it feel like to be in the quarterfinals? What does it mean to you?
It reminds us of how far the Lord has brought us and the good things He has done for us.
All right. So what should we expect from you?
Okay, our expectations are that may the uncommon favor of the good Lord continue to be with us. And as He saw us through in our 1/8, so would He see us through in this one too.
Best wishes to you. Nifa Senior High School. Nifa Senior High School is represented by
Apia Priscilla Ifua, final year.
Kumi Precious, final year.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
You're fine, thank you.
Good. What does it feel like to be in the quarterfinals?
We are grateful to God for how far He has brought us in the competition.
And the expectation for today's contest?
We just want to call on the Spirit of God to be with us throughout the competition.
Okay. Best wishes to you. We've met the contestants. They are all so soft-spoken, and they seem to be in a very reflective mood. Well, before I sit down so we can begin, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from TIGO, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, and GCB Bank. We are produced by Prime Time. My name is Dr. Elsie Ifa Kaufman. I am a senior lecturer in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, University of Ghana, and I'm your quiz mistress. Thank you. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is the round for fundamental concepts. Simple, direct questions that require simple, direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions which require calculations, you have 30 seconds in which to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All questions, all of them, are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. For the first set, you'll need approximately 30 seconds, and I have a very short preamble, after which I'll come to you, Nifa. The preamble is multiply. That's the preamble. Now, Nifa, 3x plus 2 multiplied by the expression 5x squared minus x minus 4. Priscilla.
The answer is 15x cubed plus 7x squared minus 14x minus 8.
You're right. Say Hubert, with the same preamble, 5x plus 4 multiplied by the expression x squared minus 3x plus 2. Yes, Philemon.
You have 5x cubed minus 11x squared minus 2x plus 8.
You're right. With the same preamble, St. Thomas, 3x minus 2 multiplied by the expression 3x squared minus x plus 4. Yes, Bright.
We have 9x cubed minus 9x squared plus 14x minus 8.
You're right. Next set, 30 seconds. Nifa. The maximum speed with which a vehicle can make a turn without skidding in a curve of radius 10 meters is 1.5 meter per second. Find the maximum speed at which the vehicle can turn in a curve of radius 20 meters. Priscilla.
Square root of 4.50 meters per second.
No, I'm not accepting that. For a bonus. The right answer is 2.1 meters per second. Say, Hubert, determine the work done by a quantity of ideal gas that expands from a volume of 2 meter cubed to a volume of 8 meter cubed at a constant pressure of 10 kilopascal. Yes, Philemon.
60 kilojoule. 60 kilojoule.
Yes. St. Thomas. Find the capacitance of a metal sphere of radius 0.40 meters. Yes, Christopher.
4.4 times 10 to the power minus 11 farad.
You are right. Nifa, explain what the rate law for a reaction is. Yes, Kumi.
And the rate law of reaction is given by the rate being equal to the rate constant, multiplied the concentration of the reactant, or to the appropriate number of powers. So this simply means that in a reaction, the product of the rate constant.
I'll give you one. It is an equation showing how the rate of a reaction depends on the concentrations of reactants raised to the various powers. Okay. Say, Hubert. Use the rate law to explain why the rate of every reaction gradually decreases with time. Yes, Philemon.
It decreases with time. The rate of a reaction is inversely proportional to time and directly proportional to the concentration of the reactant. So as time keeps on moving forward, the concentration of the reactants will decrease. And if the concentration of the reactant decreases, it means that the rate will decrease. And hence, the rate decreases with an increase in time.
Yes. St. Thomas. A chemical reaction is represented by the equation 2A plus 3B going to 2D. Give the rate law for this reaction. Yes, Bright.
The rate law is R is equal to K multiplying the concentration of A squared multiplying the concentration of B to the power 3 where K is our rate constant, A is our reactant, and B is our second reactant. And the powers 2 and 3 are the respective orders of the reactants A and B.
I'm going to give you 2. The reason being I did not give you, actually I want to amend my score and give you 1. I didn't give you the orders, so you could have represented the 2 and the 3 by any parameters, right? Because X and Y, so the rate, the expression you gave was right, but the powers, right? These are the orders of the reaction with respect to A and B, and they are determined experimentally. You can't determine them from the reaction that was given. Okay, so 1. All right, next set I have a preamble to all schools. Distinguish between the taproot system and the adventitious root systems with respect to the following. That's the preamble. Please, I hope you got your preamble. Nifa, point of development. Yes, Priscilla.
The taproot develops from the radicle of the seed, and then the adventitious root develops from any other parts of the plant apart from the radicle of the seed.
Okay. With the same preamble, primary roots. Philemon.
Taproots have primary roots, but adventitious roots don't have primary roots.
No, I'm not accepting that. For a bonus. The right answer. The taproot system has a persistent primary root, whereas the primary root of the adventitious root is short-lived. So you can have a primary root, just that it keeps changing. Short-lived. All right. With the same preamble, St. Thomas, where they are found, that is the location. Yes, Bright?
The taproot is found at the base of the stem, and it normally protrudes inside the soil, deep into the soil, whilst the adventitious roots occur at the nose and internose below, at the base of the stem, and they normally spread out at the surface of the soil.
2 out of 3. The taproot system is always underground. That's the part you had right. The adventitious roots may be found underground, or they actually may be aerial anyway. 30 seconds. Nifa, 6 people take 14 days to assemble 18 computers. How many days will it take 10 people to assemble 30 computers? Priscilla.
12 people.
That's incorrect. For bonus. I asked for number of days. It's 14 days. Say, Hubert, y varies directly as x squared and inversely as z. If y is equal to 12 when x is equal to 2 and z is equal to 7, find y when x is equal to 3 and z is equal to 9. Yes, Osborne?
21.
Yes. Y varies directly as the cube root of x and inversely as the square of z. If y is equal to 2 when x is equal to 27 and z is equal to 6, find y when x is equal to 8 and z equal to 4. Christopher?
And I'm 3.
That's right. "30 seconds. Nifa, determine the work done by a gas that expands from a volume of 5 meter cubed to a volume of 10 meter cubed at a constant pressure of 40 kilopascal. Priscilla?
200 kilojoules.
You're right. St. Hubert, find the capacitance of a metal sphere of radius 0.50 meters. Philemon?
3.5 times 10 to the power negative 11 farad.
That's incorrect. Yes, go ahead, Priscilla.
5.5 times 10 to the power negative 11 farad.
I'm not giving it to you. The right answer is 5.6 times 10 to the power negative 11 farad. And I'm giving you a stern warning. If you ring while I'm trying to listen to another school, penalty points. St. Thomas Aquinas, the maximum speed with which a vehicle can make a turn without skidding in a curve of radius 10 meters is 1.5 meters per second. What is the maximum speed at which the vehicle can turn in a curve of radius 40 meters? Christopher?
And I'm 3 meters per second.
You are right. Nifa, distinguish between hydration and hydrolysis. Yes, Kumi.
Madam, hydration is the addition of water to a molecule to form a sheet of molecule of water around the compound. But for the hydrolysis, there's a breakdown of the compound through the addition of water. But the water molecule does not coordinate or surround the compound. As
1. Hydration is the attraction of ions for water molecule. Hydrolysis is the interaction of an ion with water to produce either hydronium ion or hydroxide ion. St. Hubert, distinguish between hard water and heavy water. Philemon.
Hard water refers to water that does not lather easily with soap and forms insoluble compounds or complexes such as scum when soap is added to it. While heavy water refers to water that the hydrogen has been replaced with deuterium to form and its formula is D2O.
Yes. St. Thomas. Limestone, chemically CaCO3, is insoluble in water, and yet water that passes through limestone deposits usually dissolves some of it to give soluble calcium hydrogen trioxocarbonate 4. Why? You may give an equation to illustrate your answer. Yes, Bright.
Okay, madam. And this is because the water will pass over the calcium carbonate to dissolve some of the carbonate ions inside the water. And the formula for this reaction will be calcium carbonate, CaCO3, plus H2O, going to form CaHCO3 plus CO2. And this CaHCO3 is soluble in water and it removes.
No, for bonus. Okay. The reason why I can dissolve some of it is because the water may have in it dissolved CO2. Okay, so it picks up CO2, and that is why it's possible. So in the presence of CO2, CaCO3 dissolves to give CaHCO3 2. So the reaction would be CaCO3 plus H2O plus CO2 going to CaHCO3 2. Okay. So it picks up CO2, and that's the reason why it's able to do that. Preamble to all schools. Preamble. State the stimulus to which the following sensory structures in insects respond. Did you get the preamble? No response means yes. Nifa? Thigmoreceptors. Yes, Kumi?
Stimuli of touch.
Yes. Olfactory receptors. Philemon?
Smell.
Yes. Gustatory receptors. Yes, Christopher.
Stimuli of taste.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds, and I have a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Given the first 3 terms of a linear sequence, find the next 3 terms. I hope you got your preamble. Okay. Nifa, your first 3 terms are 5x plus 2, 7x, 9x minus 2. Priscilla.
Okay, madam, we have 11x minus 4, then 13x minus 6, and then 15x minus 8.
You are right. With the same preamble, your first three terms are 2x plus 5y, 5x plus 2y, 8x minus y. Philemon.
11x minus 4y, 14x minus 7y, and 17x minus 10y.
Again.
11x minus 4y, 14x minus 7y, and 17x minus 10y.
St. Thomas, your first three terms are square root of 2, square root of 8, square root of 18. Bright.
Madam, we have root 32, root 50, and root 72.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. Nifa. Find the capacitance of a metal sphere of radius 0.20 meters. Yes, Priscilla.
Madam, we have 2.22 times 10 raised to the power negative 11 farad.
Yes. St. Hubert. The maximum speed with which a vehicle can make a turn without skidding in a curve of radius 15 meters is 2.0 meters per second. Find the maximum speed at which the vehicle can turn in a curve of radius 45 meters. Philemon.
6.8 meters per second.
That's incorrect. Which of you, Priscilla?
Madam, we have 3.4 meters per second.
The right answer is 3.5 meters per second. St. Thomas. Determine the pressure of a gas which does 50 kilojoules of work when it expands from a volume of 3 meters cubed to a volume of 8 meters cubed at constant pressure. Yes, Bright?
Thank you, Pascal.
You're right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Molybdenum is a transition metal used in toughening steel. It occurs as a sulfide in its ore, molybdenite. When the ore is roasted in air, the oxide MOO3 is formed as follows. 2MOS2 plus 7O2 going to 2MOO3 plus 4SO2. Atomic mass for MO is 96.0. That for sulfur is 32.0. And for oxygen is 16.0. I hope you got the preamble. Yes. All right. So, Nifa, calculate the percentage gain or loss in mass when molybdenum sulfide, MOS2, is converted into molybdenum oxide, MOO3. Yes, Priscilla.
52%.
That's incorrect. Yes, Philemon.
The percentage loss is 10%.
Yes. Your major question. If an ore contains only 4% molybdenum sulfide, calculate the mass of the oxide that can be obtained from 10 kilograms of the ore. Yes, Philemon.
35 grams.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 360 grams. St. Thomas, with the same preamble. Metallic molybdenum can be obtained from the oxide by reduction with carbon at high temperatures. Please give me a balanced equation for this step and calculate how much carbon is needed for 360 grams of MOO3. Atomic mass for carbon is 12.0. Christopher.
Okay, madam, the equation is MnO3 plus 3C going to form 3CO plus MO. And the mass of molybdenum that is obtained is 50 grams.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Yes, Philemon.
The equation is 2MO plus 3C going to form 2MO plus 3CO2. And the mass of carbon needed is 30 grams.
No. The right answer, 2MOO3 plus 3C going to 2MO plus 3CO2. That's the reaction. And it's 45 grams of carbon. Last set for the round, 10 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Enzymes can be inhibited in numerous ways by different types of inhibitors. State how the following inhibitors function to affect the efficiency of enzymes. Did you get your preamble? Good. Nifa, competitive inhibitors. Yes, Kumi.
Madam, these inhibitors, therefore increase the activation energy of the reaction, or they compete with the reactants, or they compete with the...
I'm not accepting it for bonus. Yes, Bright.
Okay, madam, the competitive inhibitors will compete with the substrate for the binding site of the enzyme. So they occupy this
Yes.
site of the...
For bonus. Yes, Bright.
The allosteric enzyme will bind to the active site of the enzyme and will alter the shape of the active site so that it cannot recognize the substrate.
No. The allosteric inhibitor will bind to regions far from the active site. Not interested in the active site. It will bind in a region that is far from the active site, but then it will change the shape of the active site so that the substrate can't bind there. You see, this is another case of the abro. All right. Last one, your major with the same preamble. Non-competitive inhibitor. Yes, Bright.
Madam, the non-competitive inhibitors do not actually fight for the binding site of the enzyme, but due to their concentration, they are high in number than the substrate to be binded. So they prevent this substrate to attach to the active site due to their high number of concentration.
No, for bonus. This kind of inhibitor will bind to the enzyme with or without the substrate at different places at the same time. What it does is it changes the shape of the enzyme as well as the active site, which prevents effective binding of the substrate. So whether the substrate is bound or not, it doesn't care, it just binds. Okay? That's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, Nifa Senior High School has 18 points. St. Hubert Minor Seminary Senior High School has 21 points. St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School has 24 points. We have a long way to go, 4 more rounds. Round 2. This round is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you need to ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. Thomas Aquinas? St. Hubert? Nifa? If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. If you attempt to answer any question and you are unsuccessful, you lose a precious point. For questions which require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds in which to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all 3 schools. For the first set of 3 questions, you have 30 seconds. First one. Find the power factor of a series RL circuit with R equals 7.0 ohm and L equals 24 millihenry. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Philemon.
The power factor is 0.15.
That's incorrect. I continue. At an angular frequency of 1,000 radians per second. The right answer is 0.28. Next one. What is the kinetic energy of a particle of mass 1.7 times 10 raised to the power negative 27 kilogram moving at 0.8 C? Yes, Bright.
It's 3.6 times 10 to the power negative 11 joules.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 1.0 times 10 to the power negative 10 joule. Next one. A hydraulic press has a large piston of cross-sectional area 2.0 times 10 to the power negative 2 meters squared, and a small piston of cross-sectional area 4.0 times 10 to the power negative 4 meters squared. Find the force on the large piston when a force of 500 Newton. Yes, Philemon.
The force is 2.5 Newton.
That's incorrect. Who else rang? Priscilla.
Madam, it's 250 times 10 raised to the power 2 newtons.
Yes. Before I let you off the hook, say it properly.
It's 2.50 times 10 raised to the power 4 newtons.
Yes. All right. Next set, 10 seconds each. What is the main function of the cornified layer of the skin? Who rang? Okay, Philemon.
The conified layer of the skin serves as outer layer of the skin and helps to prevent the movement of pathogens into the skin. And it also contains the adipose tissue that helps to produce the certain antiseptics to prevent bacterial attack.
Again.
I said the conified layer serves as the outermost layer, and it also contains the sebaceous gland that produces an antiseptic to prevent
I'm
bacteria.
not accepting. Who else? Yes, right.
The conified layer consists of dead cells that continuously flake off and they form the new skin. They also are water repellent and prevent microbial infection of the skin, and they protect the internal tissues of the skin.
No. Yes, what you are saying, they are all true, but